Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video. More Archero today, and in this video we're going to be going over what the players are calling today a nerf to Gugu. But first, a word from our partner.
This is the EwinRacing Champion Series.
That's right everyone, the EwinRacing gaming chair. I've never had a more comfortable and beautiful chair than this one right here. And let me tell you, you want a chair that reclines? This thing freaking reclines. It's no joke. Capable of holding up to 400 pounds, and if you're over that threshold, don't worry, there's other models that go way beyond that. And with chairs, nobody ever pays attention to the wheels, but with these chairs, you will, because these hubless casters look amazing. They didn't leave any details out on these chairs. The armrest, for example, on top of being comfortable, it has multiple positions. It's called the 4D because it goes up and down, in and out, backwards, forwards, and even turns. And the assembly of these chairs was super easy. Instructions were great, and they even gave you gloves to protect yourself from getting hurt during the process. If you want to get your hands on one of these, click the links in the description below and use the code PICK to get 20% off. Alright, so if you haven't heard what's going on already, there has been a single specific change to Gugu's stats inside the game without any announcement from Habby. They love to do this, they've done it before, but it used to be Spirit Strength. Gugu's Spirit projectiles can penetrate the wall. That now got changed to Spirit Upgrade. Noisy Owl's projectiles can penetrate walls, and people are calling this a nerf because, obviously, going from 6 pets down to a single pet, which we can actually exclude the bat from this because the bat shoots lasers, and lasers apparently go through walls when it comes from a bat. But if you happen to see my video from maybe about a month or so ago, we did a 4-star to 5-star comparison to Gugu, and we tested that 5-star ability, and what we found out was the pets actually didn't shoot through walls. Minus the bats, remember, lasers, they can shoot through walls. But at any rate, there was some rare situations that we did see pets shoot through walls. Keep in mind that pets do get abilities too, and where they used to give an icon over their head, they no longer do so. So in chance a pet could possibly get piercing shot and eventually be able to shoot through a wall. But what we did find was that our clones were now shooting through the walls, and this was kind of a big surprise for me because I started thinking that maybe all these 5-star abilities that are listed as pets that nobody ever cares about because they just figure that the pets are terrible and they really don't do anything, nobody was actually doing the testing behind it. And maybe this was just a bad translation and these 5-star abilities were actually for clones inside the game. And that's where I challenge everybody to do their own testing on it and really try to record their footage and see if they notice any difference in the 5-star abilities. So there's no doubt about it, our owl definitely shoots through the wall now. And I figured I'd do some testing to see maybe our clones still shoot through the wall, and unfortunately the clones no longer shoot through the wall with this 5-star Gugu. So the ultimate question is, was this a nerf? And this is where I'm saying, yes, I do believe this was a nerf because my pets do maybe 3,000 to 5,000 damage. And when selecting Shadow Clone inside the game, even though I don't get it all the time, a Shadow Clone will do about 27,000 damage for me. So I'm kind of guaranteeing that I'm going to be hitting with that 27,000 damage, which is much more than that 3,000 to 5,000. And that hurts to say because as a Gugu main, it's definitely something that, even though I wasn't getting Shadow Clone all the time, it was an ability I did try to pick up a lot. So if you want to make any use of this 5-star ability now, it looks like you're going to have to equip an owl, which he's not a terrible thing to have, but keep in mind that the owl is going to provide some knockback to it. So if you are using something like the Demon Blade, you might kind of have to throw yourself into the enemy a little bit more as you're seeing that owl shoot to kind of keep it from getting knocked back out of the range so you can keep that melee going. So the real puzzling question is why this one specific change was made to the game for one specific skill for one specific hero. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's because you made a video on it, Pick. I honestly believe that Habby does not watch my videos at all. I've reached out to Habby multiple times to say, hey, you know, I'm making videos in your game. Do we want to work together? And I get no response back. And the video I made about this, there's only about 3,500 views over a month's period. So I don't think it had anything to do with that. I honestly think that this was maybe the way the game intended to be in the first place. Maybe the owl buff was just made to be set up with the owl hero, who knows? But the question then comes up, are we going to be seeing other little changes like this coming in the future? I wouldn't be surprised, but love to hear what your guys' take is on it. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.